a barrel roll.
The failing war on drugs. Dun, 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 dun. I agree that publicly all drugs should be legal because you said so. And that seems legit. You should legalize everything across the board. Seriously. I want so badly for everyone to be happy, because everyone's happiness is the most important issue at hand. Their wants, they override all else. Seems legit to me. Stupid creates crime. Amplified stupid with self-inflicted brain damage is hilarious. Sometimes you can pistol whip stupid out of a man. Other times, a good neck stretching from a tree limb fixes it. By the way, if it is a crime that it is not legalized, and it isn't a crime if it is illegal, why would you bitch about politicians or banks? They just want to be happy too, man. What they do is natural, right? Hell, everyone knows both are as old as the world, probably as old as dope itself. Yet you seek to deny them their stupid and their happiness. It sure is hypocritical. This was supposed to be about freedom, right? Freedom for everyone, for everything. What you actually said was, I only want my cut. Fuck you, buddy. That seems legit. I guess the war on politicians has failed as well. Because you just told me that you can't fix a lack of public self-control. And so long as you get what you want, fuck the world. In fact, you just told me to go fuck myself. That seems legit.
Welcome to Part 2, War on the Prisoner Dilemma.
Part 2 of War on Drugs that's not failing and actually doing exactly what it should do. Believe it or not. Right? Right? Because as we all know, they're coming and kicking doors in even though they ain't. But that ain't the point. Let's move along past that the shit that's real and the shit that ain't. Right? Okay, so anyway, let's assume, everybody, that you're on the same field here in the comprehension of the facts that games are games. And they've been running these for a long time. You're not the first to bitch and whine about not getting what you want, and then having somebody on the other side telling you, fuck you. Not at all old. Not even remotely or new. Very, 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 very old. Okay? All right. Let's look at it as a prisoner dilemma. Yes, unfortunately, let's do some panopticonic game theory. Let's say it's the prisoner dilemma, and they know it. Now, let's say it's hilarious. The colonies were built on very interesting Puritan prisoner dilemma models. Rome knew about them. Rome certainly knew about them, because they certainly used them. And they got done what they needed required to get done. So, in my view of the current, quote, poor mistreated little man, unquote, It's a prisoner dilemma. And they love to see certain aspects get done up at the top. Now, this is true. Feel free to go to a Supermax prison. I'm not saying I know anybody that works at any Supermaxes who think his shit's hilarious, especially considering the prisoners. And there's the reason why. You're not seeing the benefits of the war on drugs because you're not looking at that. You're saying, I want. That man is denying me my want. Okay, I didn't say that you shouldn't have a chapped ass and a little bit of butt hurt throbbing around there. That's your call, not mine. I don't have these problems. What I'm saying is the system is saying, interesting. Let's do the choice-driven models where everybody presumes everything. What comes out of their mouth is what makes it real. Also, the prisoner dilemma. You see, actual advancement is kind of more natural, slower, when you're not in a prison. When you're in a prison, exactly how much, especially a prison of the mind, exactly how much time and effort do you invest on advancing ways to get around the laws? Very interesting, correct? What do you consider advancement? Yes, I would consider advancement being making a thing illegal and watching the prisoner work his way around it through the minefields and everything else, and in turn creating paths out of the minefield that you never saw yourself. The challenge, as they say. Hello, prisoner. Here's the challenge. If you get out, we'll leave you alone. Ah, and you thought it was all this other shit. Wah, wah, wah. So, let's assume that you think you're a prisoner when you're not, obviously, as other people have proven. Psycho-drilling me. That's right. And they're setting up the prisoner dilemma only to see what you can do mentally and physically, of course. The challenge. Is he smart enough? Can he do it? Can he weave his way out? Can he make a path we've not seen? Do it. Do it. You can do it. Oh, yeah. You can do it, buddy. How are you going to do it? What are you going to do? Well, we already know screaming and hollering doesn't fix shit. Isn't that weird? And isn't it weird it's always minorities trying to tell the majority they want something? And yet, if you'd invested 1/75th of the time in figuring out the prisoner dilemma that does not apply to you, you would have never had to worry about any of it at all. So, welcome to the prison that you made and you created. Wah, wah, wah.